Episode 292. Komoy's doing some squats to stay warm in this cold weather. Kind of ended on a bit of a downer last episode, but I guess the good times and the bad times can coexist side by side sometimes. Let's try to increase the amount of good things in the world this time. And where was Hildebrand? We're sure to do it. Just a good lad, that Hildebrand. Wherever he goes, things turn out okay, I think. It's kind of like a superpower, alongside the superpower of making everything kind of wacky and break the laws of physics, as Sierra is starting to learn. That you stand here before me is proof that Halone smiles upon me this day. I have need of your assistance, Komoy, and before you think to run away, screaming in terror, I pray you hear me out. Why would we do that? It concerns the esteemed, and now missing and presumed dead, Knights of the Heavensward. None have returned to their capital since all the unpleasantness began. You mean the entirety of Heavensward? Did this guy not get the memo or something? Yet recently we have heard rumors of these honored sirs walking the streets. We killed them. We killed the Heavensward like it was us. We killed all of them, I think. 'Tis heresy most foul, I say, and I mean to get to the bottom of it. But we will need the help, or all the help that we can get, which means, Fairy take me, we could benefit from a certain individual's serendipity. Besides, if we don't seek him out, he's like to show up at the worst possible time anyway. At least this way it'll be on our terms, and we can keep an eye on that boy. Mammoth. Yes, right. Oh, you must be wondering why I asked you to come. Well, you and the inspector seem to enjoy a natural rapport, so... We do. Praise Halone, for a moment I was afraid you'd make me beg. This may well be my last chance to prove my worth to my superiors, and if I can't... to Fort Tom's Manor. What exactly was he talking about? The Heavensward returning or something? He seems to believe some kind of weird rumor that they disappeared and didn't come back. Is he not paying attention to the actual, factual history that should be going around? The history that we kicked their asses and that they're all dead. But why, Papa Hildy? Little Gigi's been a very naughty girl. I guess Manderville Mammoth goes both ways on the pronoun side. Because, Gigi, such behavior is unbecoming of a gentleman. But why, Papa Hildy? Why is it unbecoming a gentleman? Inquisitor Seer, Komoy, good morrow to you both. Are you come as adoring fans or on business? Why can't it be both? Business. Always business. You may rest assured. Then I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, am at your service. Is it robbery? Murder? Tax evasion? Evasion? Wait, before we get into that, what's going on here? Much as it pains me to admit it, my beloved Gigi, the apple of my eye, the fruit of my loins, attempted to deface this lovely gazebo. Naturally, as his father, it falls to me to see him return to the straight and narrow. That's not true. I was drawing a family crest for our home. Now, Gigi, I know you are fond of this gazebo, as we are, as are we all, but it belongs to Lord Edmont. You wouldn't want to steal from Uncle Edmont, would you? Uncle Edmont, how appropriate. Is this part of the family tree now? The illustrious Edmont de Fortom's family line now has a weird dotted line going over to the Mandervilles and another even weirder dotted line going down to this mammoth. That'll be fun for the history books. I guess not. Then where is our gazebo, Papa Hildy? And does it have a warm stove with a steaming kettle too? Yeah, that kettle. Is it just always there? Who's watching over that? Oh, Gigi, don't you see? We have no need of kettles or gazebos. As gentlemen inspectors, the world is our oyster. We can go whither we please. Where the red fern grows, or the wild rose blooms. Har har. Good reference. But, does Hildebrand not actually... Guess he doesn't actually have a home. What exactly do they do when we're not adventuring with them? I mean, when we're not adventuring with them, they're usually... Well, Hildebrand's flying through the sky off to the next adventure and Nashu's looking for him. They don't really have downtime, these guys. They're just always there. And yet, you've been sleeping in Lord Edmont's gazebo for how long? Well, I guess this is their home, temporarily. But like an actual home. I don't care about wild roses. I want to live in a gazebo with Papa Hildy and Mama Nashu. Gazebos are quite expensive, and dangerous if not domesticated. She's still on about this. Dangerous indeed, my boy, and besides, we are gentlemen inspectors, free to travel the length and breadth of Eorzea, in search of a case. Does that not sound more thrilling than whittling away the hours beneath a gazebo? A growing Manderville mammoth should have a home. I guess. If it's a case you want, you need not go so far. We are currently investigating reports of individuals masquerading as Knights of the Heavensward. These contemptible charlatans are rumored to have tricked several hapless maidens into attending private parties for a small fee, with the promise of enjoying the company of these great sirs. Those who were foolish enough to attend found their experiences to be so traumatizing that they have refused to discuss them in detail. Needless to say, your assistance in this matter would be greatly appreciated, and for it you shall receive due compensation. Say no more, Inquisitor, and say no more. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, am well versed in the ways of the fairer sex. Since when? Mummy, Mother dearest, I was under the impression you had departed for Ul'dah. And leave my beloved boy to keep on playing at being an inspector, as well as a father to a bloody mammoth? Bugger that. You're coming home right this instant. How can you say such things? It is my life's calling to be an inspector. Indeed, he is my son. He is a Manderville man. Grand. Grand as it is to see you. Right, he was gonna say, grandmama, or... How did Gigi put it? Grandpapa, Godbert, and I guess it must have been grandmama. Grand as it is to see you, we have come at a most inopportune time. The young women of Ishgard are in need of a champion to defend them from fiends most foul. Come, Nashu, come, Gigi. We shall demonstrate to my mother our peerless investigative skills, and bring these criminals to justice. Those balls, he's stubborn. Probably gets it from his sorry arse of a father. I trust you, that'll help me keep him out of trouble. Right then, come along. Okay, you're the boss. When she walks in the room, she becomes the boss. Well, that could have gone better. And worse. Let's not keep them waiting. I do remember this part of the quest. We finally get to meet those mysterious individuals lurking in the background. Please, do you think me so foolish to fall for their charade? From what I heard from the others, said knights bore not even the slightest resemblance to the Heavensward. As if I had not already memorized every detail of my dear Sir Adolfell's face. Or wherever could he be? Is this like not common knowledge? Do they not know they're involved with the bishop and all that? Or do people just refuse to believe it? I shall have some choice words for him when he returns, especially if he cannot properly account for his prolonged absence. I am truly outside her grace, my allowance, all gone to waste on those, I dare not say it. Mayhap those awful rumors are true. Mayhap I must needs accept that he now walks in Haloni's halls. Okay, for some of these people it's just rumors or something, that they all died. Well, it's true, they died. We killed them. He was too beautiful for this world, a good and true knight, a defender of faith. Oh, Sir Zephyrin, I swear I shall never love another. That one was the worst one. Forget him. What in the seven hell so damn appealing about getting paid a pittance to do the watch's job for him? If the knights aren't supposed to, you know, then why are they so popular with the highborn ladies? Yeah, we know. I'm surprised you mentioned it, though. By the way, is that pink guy around here? If he is, nope, there he is. He's right there. Always nearby. Who needs a gazebo? I do. There must be at least one fair maiden who can tell us something of value. Pay attention to your daughter. She wants a gazebo. Don't worry. You'll get one. I can say one thing with absolute confidence. They're all quite mad. I demand satisfaction, swift and terrible vengeance. How dare they prey upon a lady's emotions to line their pockets with skill? If Sir Cherubert were here, he'd purged a lot of them, like the festering sickness they are. I'm pretty sure that's like one of his lines during battle, purging festering sickness or something. Was he the one that we fought at the top of the area? Or the, not the area. The vault? Maybe. Ah, yes. A pity he too remains missing. So very much a pity. Same thing. What I'd like to know is who's going to deal with all these criminals and heretics. We can't bloody well be expected to purge them ourselves, now can we? Papa Hildy, that grandmama over there is staring at us. Now, Gigi, a gentleman must be more careful with his words. First of all, you have only one grandmother. Second, and this is tremendously important, never, ever call her that. At least, not yet. Promise? Yes, Father. I promise not to call Grandmama Julian Grandmama Julian. Greetings, milady. Oh, ain't you a charmer? And there I was thinking I might have to rip off your bloody head if you said the G word one more time. Like that, Papa Hildy? Ah, my faithful assistants. Have you gleaned any new information? Other than the fact that these women scorn seem to detest the fake knights with every fiber of their being. These two women were telling me all about what they'd do if they cornered Sir. Is this the best you can do, then? Bloody oaths and girlish fantasies, and you call yourself a Manderville man? I assure you, Mother, we are only just getting started. The tapestry of lies and deception behind which the truth hides is oft unraveled with a tug of a single loose thread. I say, young lady, I would beg but a moment of your time. Somehow I doubt that young lady was targeted by the charlatans we seek. Aye, 'tis true. I too was taken in by the false promises of those awful, awful men. Long have I yearned for a chance to meet Sir Belguin. Don't know that one, Belguin. So when they said I finally could, I didn't hesitate for even a moment. But when they escorted me to the manor and undid the blindfold, and I looked on the hideous faces of those so-called Grand Sirs, I screamed and fled. They were gone when I returned with the watch, but their neighbors said they had overheard them speaking about seeking shelter in a place called Idleshire. I know it's not much, but I pray this information helps you in your search. My lady, I swear to you here and now, I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall not rest until these dastardly fiends are punished for their foul crimes. Huzzah! 3 cheers for Papa Hildy. Hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. And there you have it. Our quarry can be found in Idleshire. Come, my loyal assistants. Justice waits for no gentleman. That's all well and good, but I've never heard of this Idleshire. Have you? You mean where to travel to the Dravanian hinterlands? Right now? Just like that? I mean, everybody does it. We've had like... How many times have we done this trip? The first time was Alfinode and Estinian. A second time, like back the same way, with Connie Senna. A couple more times with Ishtola and some other characters maybe. I think we even did this during the Sumner side quest, where we trekked all the way across the entire hinterlands, just to do one little quest at the Great Google Library, and we didn't even have to go there. It was all part of a ruse or something. But yeah, now it's your turn. Time to make the journey. I'm sure they'll get there in no time. This isn't one of those times where you have to stop by Camp Tallfeather or Tailfeather? Tailfeather? Yeah, it's not. Okay, we're just going right over there. Good to know. Bunch of side quests over here we could do. What was that one that had... At least one of these had... like some kind of image in the quest accepting window or whatever it's called. And it felt like that one was part of a more important quest line or something. At least I thought so. I think it was actually this one. That one might be the more important one that we do if we have some time to spare at the end of the episode, as we usually do. Although, no image there. Might have to look up what exactly that questline might have been, if I'm remembering that correctly. Might have just been like a single quest that had an image on it and not even part of a questline. Wasn't this one, right? Something to keep in mind. Oh wait, they're right there. They made good time. Bloody waste of time. So, that was a harrowing journey, during which I felt certain I would die horribly, or at least be forced to part ways with my precious bits. Oh, can I keep one? I promise I'll walk him and feed him and put fresh herbs in his mask every day. Oh, she wants a goblin. This place feels somehow familiar, but I can't possibly have come here before, right? Truly, this magnificent settlement is a testament to the hard work and camaraderie of her Uplander and Gavi citizens. Yes, well, I'm just glad we're no longer being pursued by fire-breathing dragons, musket-wielding crabs, and bomb-throwing goblins. You know, the other ones. But they were no match for Lady Julian and that pan of hers, am I right? Wow, what a fun adventure we missed out on. I want to see her make the bad copies fly again. God's sakes, Hildy. Except in Comoy, this lot be dead in a ditch somewhere if it weren't for me. Nonsense. I would never let any harm come to my loyal assistant or my beloved son. If I may interject. Now then, let us split up and question the good people of Idleshire. My keen inspector sense tells me that one of them has knowledge of the false knights we seek. You're not allowed to interject. No one cares. It's like the only city you can mount up in. I guess it's not really a city. But I mean, it's sort of a city. It fits the same niche as the other ones. Fishcaw. Yes, yes. Thou jock's nose of grand sirs. Sneaky uplanders keep to cells. Mingle not with gobbyflock. But each to own, thou jock says. No questions. Only jingly shine. They're upstanding members of society, apparently. Or at least they don't, make themselves known. Could it be? What are you smelling? Exceedingly experienced treasure hunter. Yeah, I'd say. Nice hairpiece. Oh, I know all about the Grand Sirs. They keep to themselves in that building of theirs, south of the round spot. You'd best watch out, though. They're a dangerous bunch, liable to kill you for looking at them cockeyed. It is entirely possible that I've gone completely and utterly mad, but... Are you perchance the long-lost twin sister of an Ishgardian noblewoman? What? Look behind you. A three-headed gobu. Gobu. Why do I feel like I've not seen the last of that old woman? Maybe the gobu is what Nashu thinks a gazebo is? Probably. Because she confused the Yetis with it last time. It's not like the Yetis are, well, their name isn't similar to gazebo, but I guess the Yetis are the same skeleton or model or whatever as the Goobus, so maybe that's the connection, I guess. Oh, even more name day gifts for me. Right. A sorrier-looking city of vagabonds, cutthroats, and charlatans I've never seen. Don't you fall in with them here? Or don't you fall in with them here? The way I pronounced it the first time, it sounded like she was saying, asking if we fell in with them, to which the answer is yes. We are cutthroats and whatever else she said. Oh, you must be talking about them Grand Sirs. They drifted into Idleshire some time ago, as I recall. Pay visits to the Great Library, though I couldn't tell you why. Oh wait, no. That's also not about the quest. Okay. Oh, there you are. Was wondering where the flavor text for Hildebrand and Gigi were. Hooray for everything. If only we had the testimony of a concerned citizen, which could conveniently direct us to the villain's precise location. Well, we just so happen to have one. The Grand Sirs are holed up in a building to the south of the markets. Good show, Komoy. There, that's the one. Come, let's inform the others. It would seem that no one is home. There is naught we can do but wait then. Lot of waiting in the Hildebrand questlines. Papa Hildy, I just want to say that I really like this place. I think that you and me and Mama Nashu could have lots of exciting adventures if we stay here. You may be right, Gigi. This community seems to have fostered an enlightened, free society, welcoming of honest souls willing to work and contribute to the greater whole. Did anyone happen to see a gazebo on the way in? As I live in Skaw, Hildebrand Heliodor Maximilian Manderville. I guess it's Helidor, not Heliodor. I think I always pronounce it Heliodor. Helidor, Helidor. Could that be? I say, could that be Slowfix coin toss? Do you know this Cobby Inspector? I most certainly do. Why, Master Sofix was my very first employer. Oh, this must be 1.0 stuff. Wow. Incredible. I didn't realize this was a 1.0 character, Sofix. But with 1.0 gone forever, I guess they freed up this character for Helming Idleshire. Fishcaw, when traveling through Thanalan long ago, Cobbyflock was waylaid by Uplander bandits. With no jingly shine to pay brass blades, we had no way to backtake goods. Until we make busy deal with Gentleman Uplander, that is. With fastness he finds Uplander bandits and brings much bangy boom, and returns to goodly gombies, missing goods and great justice. Henceforth Sofix gains new appreciation for Uplanders, but for chance encounter with Gentleman Uplander, he never conceives of egalitarian utopia. Wow. What I say, wherever Hildebrand goes, eventually it all just kind of cascades into some kind of utopian future, as long as Hildebrand gets around enough. Fishcaw, one may even claim Hildy a founding father of Idleshire, with metaphorical tongue flaps, that is. Oh, the memories. It was a near thing, for the bandits were clever enough to see through my ingenious disguise as an innocent milkmaid, but in my haste to escape I tripped over a barrel of fire sand and, as they say, boom gobby doom. Is he allowed to say that? Is that that's not like appropriation, right? I'm sure it's fine. Core, no busy deals for the wicked. That's fine too. No busy deals indeed. But leaving that delightful anecdote aside, be gone, Master Sofix. Just looking at what you and your flock have made of these ruins is making me big eyes. Pishcaw, Gobbyflock has come long way since wandering days, but we have not forgotten Gentleman Uplander's kindness. Sofix is here to offer hand lending. Well, far be it from me to refuse. My son Gigi has grown quite fond of your magnificent city, and so I should like to stay here with him, and my assistant for a time. We would not require much in the way of accommodations. A humble gazebo, for example, would more than suffice. Why settle for gazebo when perfectly good estate right behind you? Residents of building in arrears, and Sofix happy to evict them. But we were pursuing the fiends who lived here on suspicion of defrauding young women. Fraud? In Sofix's egalitarian utopia? This he will not abide. All the more reason to let Gentleman Uplander and his flock stay instead of Grand Sirs. No need for jingly shine either. What a utopia. You don't have to pay rent in Hildebrand's future egalitarian utopia, apparently. Huzzah! A giant gazebo to call our own. You're smiling, Seer. I do not know what to say. Thank you, Master Sofix, thank you. No need for teary-eyed tongue flaps. Gobbyflock is possessed of moral obligation to repay Gentleman Uplander for past generosity. Enjoy new gazebo, and good luck with hunt for Grand Sirs. It's like a cultural exchange of lingo. We learned some Gobby language and he picked up the word gazebo, our own dialect, I guess, for the word gazebo. Papa Hildy, since this is our gazebo, is it okay if I draw our family crest on it? I can think of no better way to celebrate this joyous occasion. And perhaps draw the ire of our new home's former tenants. Come, let's go and purchase some paints together. This gazebo shall be your canvas. Isn't that nice, drawing with your kid? Now he's gone and gotten himself a sodden gazebo? Bloody hells. If he really thinks I'm going to let him keep on playing at being a father. Come on, you draw too. Bond with your grandson. Granddaughter, Grand Mammoth. I like that, Grand Mammoth. Now would you look at that? A splendid rendition of yourself. The entire family. Even Seer's clapping. Come on, Julian, you join in too. Still no sign of the notorious Grand Sirs. I dare say we're going to need more than paint. More paint. Just one fun way that the landscape of Final Fantasy XIV is changed forever in one minor way, I guess. This little painting. It's really nice. Whenever you come here, it'll just be there forever. How do you like my family crest? Oh, maybe I should have also painted Grandpapa Godbert and Milady Julian. Gigi's so talented, just like her grandpapa. That old woman must have followed us here from Ishgard. She's involved in this, that much is clear. But the question is how? Even supposing I were to turn a blind eye to his shenanigans, this is no place to raise a child. Oh, she's sounding like a grandma now. These guys aren't part of it, right? Yeah. Don't trust anyone over 60. I think that's a reference to something. But also, what a quest title. Much as it pains me to admit it, a gentleman's stamina is not without limits. I dare say I could do with a spot of tea. Hey Inspector, is it just me? Or have those two been looking at us for the past few minutes? Were they there? Could I have gotten like flavored text if I walked over there? Probably not. Oh, 'tis quite normal behavior from my adoring fans, I should think. When finally presented with an opportunity to meet their idol in the flesh, all too many succumb to their fear and flee. Or maybe, just maybe, they're the Grand Bloody Sirs. Come on, they're getting away. Not too eager, Julian. She's the most stubborn, somehow even more stubborn than Seer. Oh no, that's not good. They went that away. To the right. I'll catch up to you all soon. So just go. Kinda funny. I was actually walking out the doorway here wondering which direction they went in, because the quest marker went in either direction technically. I knew which way to go after checking this part of the map, but I guess they put Gigi here to actually point you in the right direction. I guess. Sometimes it's fun to navigate without using the quest marker, I guess. It's more appropriate, more in-world, less immersion breaking. Spare them, or spare the flaming rod, spoil the milksop. I don't know what that means. Oh wait. I guess it's like one of those euphemisms, or... I don't know what the actual real-life version is, but spare the rod, spoil... Basically she's saying that if you don't punish them, then they become spoiled, kids or whatever. Apparently she uses some kind of flaming rod to raise children. How vicious. Fury, take me. I haven't run like that since Sir Terebert chased me up and down the steps of Face, brandishing a flaming... Wait, where is Gigi? Sir Terebert did that to you? And yet you still admire the Heavensward. Where could those two have got to? Hearken to me, you dastardly rapscallions. You have nowhere to run. Reveal yourselves, at once. I shall not ask you again. Come forth, grandsires. Name yourselves, and answer for your misdeeds. Menacing, the grandsires. This might be our toughest fight yet. Slayer of 1,000,000 worms, the silver spear which has pierced the very heavens, Orland. Master of magics ancient and awesome, the divine hand which has defeated all maladies, save senescence and incontinence, Gone Spot. Grand Sirs, Excelsior. I don't know whether to laugh or to cry. Mayhap both. Grandsires, you stand accused of willfully and unlawfully convincing young maidens of Ishgard to attend private parties under false pretenses, thereby inflicting upon them terrible financial and emotional distress. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, am come on behalf of these poor defenseless innocents, and to see that no others are made to suffer as they did. Now, lay down your arms, and surrender yourselves into my custody. The audacity of this boy. You should feel ashamed of your words and deeds. That's Dragoon Limit Break Level 3. You will rue this day, and rue it hard. A Dragoon through and through. Gods, how I've missed this. The air streaming past, the blood pumping, the taste of copper on my lips, the slight dizziness. That's not good, actually. It was on a day like this that we met, wasn't it? And when we soared into those azure skies, we never truly came back down. Do mine eyes deceive? Pig's knee of my heart, descended from Helone's halls to guide me to her bosom. My beloved, my everything, long have I waited for this moment. Take me in your arms once more, and lift me higher, higher, higher. Higher, higher, higher. He's dead. Orland, Orland, Orland. Alas, poor Orland. I knew him not in the slightest, but he seemed a decent man. Chicanery and attempted murder notwithstanding. You will rue this day, and rue it hard. I remember it like it was yesterday. Sometimes it's good times, sometimes it's bad times. You gotta balance them. Truly tragic. This was supposed to be a comedy. Wait, I've seen this before. All too recently. Yes, anyway. He's only mostly dead. If the Master of Magic's ancient and awesome here, acts with all haste, the man may yet be saved. Yeah, you. He'll get it. Almost. Oh, you are referring to me. I see, I see. With all haste, was it? Yes, yes. I'll get right on that. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my tool to command that I may smite. No, wait, that's no good. Let me see. Something of a rather less controversial tradition, yes. Something with more pep. A vortex of biting winds to rend the flesh. Is this guy also a necromancer? It always keeps on coming back. It's always necromancy. We never really get away from necromancy. And smite my foes. Foes? I thought you were friends. Oh, Saint Reinette, bugger me with a bleeding cable. My back, my back. Ugh, 'twould seem I've underestimated you lot. That makes two of us? Enough, leave them be, or do you not care what becomes of the mammoth? Gigi, but when? How? I thought I recognized you. First in Ishgard, then in Idleshire. You've been following us since we left the capital. Bearer of faces, fair and fearsome, the midnight shadow which has deceived kings and queens. Doris. You can't possibly have been so naive as to think we'd not see through your ridiculous disguises. And yet here you are, so effortlessly and easily lured into our trap. Yeah, get over to that side. For which we are most grateful, mind. My companions are hardly cut out for life on the road. All has been in preparation for this moment. The parties, the petty schemes. From the first, the objective of this grand design has been this singular mammoth. Wow, what a Machiavellian scheme. I swear to you, if you harm Gigi in any way. We have no desire to hurt the boy. We but require his help to reclaim that which is rightfully ours, our use. Confound it, I can't see. Damn, they're very slowly getting away. Don't rush them. Papa Hildy. Gigi. Stay strong, my son. I swear I shall find you. No matter how long it takes. Remind me again why we didn't just, you know. Fine job he did protecting that mammoth of his, eh? Do you think they're headed for the old mill? If not, can we go anyway? I haven't had cider in ages. 12 struck me down for a fool. So desperate was I to seize the Grand Sirs that I failed to discern their true intent before it was too late. And now poor Gigi is in their clutches. What if I never see my beloved son again? I suppose we ought to be prepared for the worst. They could be halfway to Ransat by now. I very much doubt that, given that they were moving at an adamantoise's pace. The little milksop's right. Let's get after the old buggers. Milksop? That's accurate. Huh. That's what my mentor used to call me. Among other things. Oh, the memories. Seer, I don't think you were trained very well. I guess his mentor was Sir Cheribert, chasing him up and down with that flaming whatever. Where are they? Ah, right there. Halfway to Ransat. They think I'm some passerby, because it would be weird if we walked up to them and didn't rescue Gigi. A funny little in-game joke, I guess, about how players are able to wander wherever they like, and I guess if they put NPCs that you're about to confront in a cutscene or something, it doesn't make sense in lore for you to be walking around this close to them. So they just have to think you're some random passerby. We should be hiding behind these bushes, right. We mustn't act rashly. If they realize we are being watched, or they are being watched, they may attempt to flee again, very slowly. Yeah, sorry, we didn't catch on. Let me guess. Wondering why I haven't gone and smacked him upside the head and put an end to this rubbish, eh? There's a time for cracking skulls and a time for letting your idiot of a son deal with his troubles on his own. That's why. Think he's sleeping, or just resting his eyes? So, it seems that the Grand Sirs have been caught once more, by the very inspector that was trying to catch them. What a way to phrase it. How ironic, or also how premature. We have them, yes, but they still have Gigi. Damn it. If only some manner of opportunity would present itself. Ask and ye shall receive. We can ambush that wizened dragoon, take him hostage, and demand an exchange. Inquisitor Seer, you disappoint me. A gentleman cannot condone the violent kidnapping and ransom of his elders. No. We shall approach this problem as paragons of honor and virtue. Komoy will stalk and subdue the Grand Sir, then relieve him of his armor. How is stripping an old man naked more gentlemanly than taking him hostage? Rest assured, I shall reveal all soon enough. Godspeed, Komoy. Okay. Let's go rob this old man. Wouldn't be the first time. Do take care to obtain the dragoon's armor through gentlemanly means. We must always endeavor to treat our elders with the utmost respect. Oh yes, let's not even bother to discuss the moral and ethical implications, much less the legal ones. Think he's... No wait, we read that. It's all the same. At least these two are the same. And those two are the same. It's a dangerous place to be in. I knew you'd... Wait, who are you again? There's something awfully familiar about those muscular forearms, those strong yet tender-looking fingers. I say, would you be so kind as to massage my shoulders, young lady? There's this lingering ache, this tension that Gonespot can't seem to soothe with his magics. We're here to relieve you of your armor. Remove my breastplate. Oh, of course, how silly of me. Pray lend me a hand with the straps. How gentlemanly of us. Truly, young lady, you are a saint. Ah, I swear, it's the little things you begin to appreciate. My dear departed wife used to help me with my armor, you know. Right. I should be seated to better receive your tender ministrations. Wouldn't be a Hildebrand questline without tender ministrations, applied to some old man. Ah, the healing tingle. Would that I had a tincture of salamander with which to treat these aches. Right. The running joke. Massaging with salamander oil. My little pixie used to spread some on my chest and under my nose to help me sleep through the night. Come, do not be shy. Work those soothing fingers into each and every knot, slowly. Make me forget my troubles. Harder, higher. Close your eyes and dream. The old dragoon's soft snoring suddenly stops, and you begin to fear you may have borne witness to his final moments. Leaning closer, you extend a hesitant finger, only to stop short when a sudden spasm signals the resumption of his labored breathing. With the utmost care, you remove Orland's sabatons and breeches, leaving the sleeping old man exposed to the elements and at the mercy of the nearby ravenous bears and tentacled morbals. May he rest in peace. Thank you, narrator. Even the narrator has a sense of humor, apparently. Good night, sweet prince. Yeah. Great job, narrator. I guess we resolved it peacefully. It's not our fault if he dies, technically. The law wouldn't hold us accountable, I think. Isn't that right, Seer? Ah, my stalwart assistant. By your return, I gather you have taken care of the dragoon. And by taking care, I mean afford him all due courtesy, as befitting a man of his years, whilst returning with the equipment I require. Oh yeah, we took care of him all right. Entrusted to you by its elderly owner, that he may receive a vigorous massage. The suit of armor is surprisingly light, and reeks of garlic. The old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be, ain't what she used to be. Capital. Then without further ado, I shall disguise myself as Orland, and free Gigi from captivity. But you two look nothing alike. They may be old and slow, but they're not blind. O ye of little face, you're in for a treat, for you shall have a front row seat to the magnificent display of Mandeville guile and subterfuge. Hey, is it time for dinner yet? We just ate, you daft bugger. And where in the hells is Orland? I know he's got to take a piss every hour, but damn it, he could at least be quick about it. Master of Disguise. Greetings, fellow antediluvians. I have returned. Orlan's famous pose. Oh, bollocks. It's about time. Okay, no, that's bollocks. Pack up your things. I want us back on the road in 10 minutes. Before we do that, we must first release young Gigi here. 'Tis behavior unbecoming a gentleman to keep children in cages. What in the 7 hells are you blathering about? He's going to get away. No, he will not. See, Stella here was in my care. Right then, on a completely unrelated note, I shall now take the boy with me on a brief sojourn into the wilderness. Fury take me, it's working. He's about to walk out of there with Gigi, and they won't even try to stop him. So far, so good. I'm cold, and there are marbles after me. I'm me, but you're also me. But that can't be unless... This is it. This is the moment when my life flashes before my eyes. Oh, my dearest Pixney, we'll be together at last. You got him. You got the imposter. Imposter! How dare you attempt to trick me with a ruse so hackneyed? It would make a minstrel blush. Ye gods, I never realized dying would hurt so much. Now's our chance, Gigi. Come with me. Vivi, wait. My son? What's gotten into you? Vivi. Vivi. Where have I heard that name before? Remember who you are, Vivi. What you are. A creation of the great Charlian Archmagus, Quan. Quan? I was given life by... Grandpapa Quan. I remember now. We lived together, and he taught me many things about the outside world. What exactly do you remember, my son? Everything, yes, everything. I remember that Grandpapa Quan created me, that he took care of me, raised me, and that we were very happy. But then he abandoned me. Grandpapa Quan abandoned me. He believed you were flawed, Vivi, that you lacked the power to turn back the hands of time and make him young again, and so in his ignorance, he cast you out and died, all alone. turn back the hands of time than what we witnessed in the Crozier with the Duke's priceless face. That power could be brought to bear on people. But wait, how do you know all of this? You couldn't possibly have been associates of this Archmagus Quan. Don't actually know, is it Archmagus? 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 Or some other combination? I think correct would be Archmagus. Archmagus? I'm just gonna go with Archmagus. We found his journals during one of our many trips into the Great Library. Scavenging for valuable relics is one of the few ways we have left to make a living. We were famed heroes in the war in our prime, with fortunes to match, but no soldier has the strength to triumph over time, and before we knew it, the hour of the Sheath was upon us. Ishgard no longer had need of our services. So we came here to eke out a living, to keep doing what we do best, until our bodies wouldn't let us. Imagine our surprise when we stumbled upon the opportunity of a lifetime, a second lifetime, as it were. A mammoth with the power to take that which was broken, and restore it to its prime state, to turn back time with its temporal magics, and give us back our misspent youth. Fury take me, this is also... I don't even know if there's a precedent to determine whether or not this constitutes heresy. We knew where to look, even. With the journals, we determined that the mammoth was somewhere in the Western Highlands. A chance, for a second chance, was in reach. And then we were forced to watch as you imbeciles pulled Vivi from the snow, nearly ruining everything. Vivi, listen to me. Come with us, and we can help you unlock your true potential. Just think what you could accomplish were you to master your magics. Not only could you make us young again, but you may even have the power to restore life to Archmagus Quan. Vivi. Impossible. No magic can truly return the dead to us. Okay, it always comes back to this. It's always back to necromancy. We never really get away from it. At best, you can animate a corpse, and I need not review the precepts to declare that the products of necromancy are abominations in the eyes of the Fury. Just don't look too hard into our background, we've kind of dabbled in all that stuff. Every now and again, and probably not done with it. Gigi, wait. What of our adventures? What of our gazebo? You are a Manderville mammoth. You have always been so kind to me, Papa Hildy, and I will forever be grateful for that. But Grandpapa Quan made me. He made me, and I miss him. So even if it fails, I have to try. What are you doing? They're getting away. We have to stop them. Mayhap we must respect Gigi's decision. So that's the end of that chapter, eh? You're giving up and coming back home. I too made a decision long ago, to become a traveling inspector, and I've ever stood by it. Mayhap it is from this singular stubbornness of mine that Gigi took inspiration. I had no idea, even playing this on my second time through. It's meant to be a parallel. Sort of. Not going your parents' way and, making decisions for yourself. I suppose that's sort of what we're leaning into here, or at least what Hildebrand is trying to make the connection to. That's what Gigi is doing. I guess. Nay, I cannot abide it. He is my flesh and blood, my son. I dare not let him use his temporal magics to pervert the natural order. Aye, it falls to me, his father, to ensure that Gigi keeps to the righteous path, and only utilizes traditional methods of zombification to raise the dead. Right, traditional. I think we can all agree on that. Inquisitor Seer, I must applaud your dedication to your work, and cannot thank you enough for all you have done on our behalf. Yet I fear if we continue as we are, GG may be driven to rash action. Therefore, I would ask that you suspend your pursuit of the Grand Sirs for a time, that I might be afforded the opportunity to convince my son to return peacefully. Well, seeing as how we can only guess at the full extent of Gigi's powers, it might prove dangerous to act aggressively, should he choose to use them. I knew you would understand. Right then, there is no time to waste. Nashu, let us retire to our new gazebo and discuss our plans. Okay, they have a home now, kind of. At least in between this episode and the next episode, they have a home. I suppose it'd have been a shame if he had given up that easily. Though that means I'll have to stick around even longer. On the other hand, if that bloody mammoth really got the power to make them young again, then... I said I'd suspend my pursuit, and I will. But that doesn't mean I won't continue my investigation into that mammoth, and its powers. Inishgard. Are Hildebrand and Nashu just kind of hanging out over here? This one went on a bit longer than the usual Hildebrand questline, or episode whatever. Usually the 2 quests in one Hildebrand episode only take around 40 minutes or maybe 50 minutes. This one went well over the full hour, I guess. Which is good, I don't have to kill time on side quests. Even though I was kind of planning on doing that, sort of. Ah, I see you saw fit to return to the capital as well. The Inquisition has a rather large collection of heretical tomes, including many of Charlian origin, and I had a mind to scour them for the information on temporal magics. This is, of course, all for the sake of confirming the mammoth's heretical origins. Yes, only that. Why are you looking at me like that, as if to imply that my interest in these matters is more than a professional one? I'm sure I don't know what you're not talking about. Thank you, Kamoi. That will be all. He's one of us. Are they adding more comments with, like, each credit sequence? Because it's 3 now. Still haven't learned what that name is. And the Grand Sirs. And her, whatever her name was. The dear pig's name. Over here. Well, I guess Hildebrand and Nashu and Gigi have that new house in Idleshire, so they no longer have need for this gazebo, which just means it's up for grabs for us. It's now our gazebo. We live here now. At least for one more episode. Since the next episode is going to be the last one for the Heavensward Hildebrand quests. That would be a good time to take a break.